What's up, guys? Drew Lefty NDV. This is going to be my very first ever contest video. So just a little quick background on how this all came together. Yesterday I posted a picture of a card that I picked up. It's this 1996 Circa. Doesn't look too special until you can see unless you recognize the foil on the front, but it is the Rave version, number 2150. These cards are super tough to get back in the day. And it's one of the very first insert numbered cards that Chipper Jones ever had. So I was super happy to get that. And so I posted a picture of that, and I just got a lot of very similar reactions to the feelings I have as far as what's going on right now in the card collecting world with the companies and whatnot. And so recently, you know, I've just, with the whole chipper chase and whatnot, I've just enjoyed kind of getting back to my roots, collecting vintage, and just, you know, sometimes not so cheap inserts, but base and whatnot. So this is going to be a contest. I want you to show me your 10 favorite non-autographed, non-game use cards. That can be vintage, rookie cards, inserts, numbered, whatever. Only rules are it can't be autographed and it can't have any game use pieces in it. I just want to see some awesome cardboard, some shine. So yeah, I really look forward to it. And here are mine. These are in no particular order. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. This first one, I know it's 2 cards, but it kind of counts as one just because I have both. It's the 1991 Topps Chipper Jones. I have the BGS 95 and the PSA 10. You know, I always try to look and see differences, you know, in between the grading companies, and these cards are about as perfect as you can get. So, it's got his Bowles High School from Florida on the jersey there. Love this card. 1991 was the year I was born, so kind of cool just to have one of my favorite cards and my favorite player ever, his rookie card in that year, which is kind of cool. Love those two. This next one I was not able to obviously get out of a pack when it was, you know, around, but I know the significance of this card. It is the 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy Reverse Negative. This card was super expensive back in the day. Probably over $100 easy. It's got the little seal down there. This was like revolutionary. 1989 Upper Deck Murphy Reverse Negative. Yeah, I mean, just the whole point of this contest is just, you know, autographs and game use stuff isn't everything. And especially, like I said, with the way things are today, sometimes just, you know, I guess calming for me to kind of just go back and collect stuff that I don't have to worry about the authenticity of in a lot of the ways that you have to do about the newer stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. This next one is also graded. I love this card. It's 1969 Topps Bobby Cox Rookie Near Mint 8. I love the old rookies. You know, a lot of players back then, they didn't get a rookie card, you know, until after their first whole year. So Bobby Cox's actual first year in the major leagues was 1968. So his first card was in 1969. And I love that the old rookies, a lot of them had this rookie All-Star, the rookie cup on there, which is just a beautiful addition to the card, I think. It really makes it pop. So 2014 Hall of Fame member Bobby Cox. PSA 8, really tough card. Matt, you got to get you one of those. It's a beauty there. This next one, also out of the Chipper collection. It's a 1997 Pinnacle Certified Mirror Blue. This card is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the times, kids and, you know, adults, collectors peeled these stickers off. I prefer them on there. Just an absolute beautiful card. I think they made 90 of these total of the blues for everybody. It's not serial numbered, but it is super short printed. Just an absolute beautiful card. I don't have the red and I don't have the gold, but one day I'll get them, don't worry. This next one is my favorite T206 I have. I love the New York Giants stuff. It's one of my favorite historical teams. And so I had to get one of these. I'll probably get his other couple ones as well he has in the set. It's a 1910 Piedmont Cigarettes T206 John McGraw Portrait No Cap SGC 40, which translates to a very good 3 for them. Just an absolute beauty of a card. McGraw, New York National League. Got his nice rosy red cheeks there. And it is the Piedmont. Love that card. Just an absolute beauty. Everything that cards are kind of started from these right here. And that's one of my favorites. This next card, I have a little story behind it. When I first started getting into collecting, I wasn't really collecting baseball cards. I was collecting like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, you know, that sort of stuff. As you know, I was 8, 9 years old. And my dad had always been a collector too. And I had seen these boxes of cards in his closet. You know, so I had seen these. I wanted to open them so bad. I didn't really know much about collecting. And they were 1991 Donruss. And so one day when my dad was sleeping, I snuck into his room and just busted these 2 boxes. I mean, absolutely went ham. I mean, he eventually found out, but not till like, you know, pretty much years later when I told him, because I had opened the cards and I had stuck all the, you know, the cards back in the packs. But I pulled this card, and I also pulled the Ken Griffey Jr., which I gave to Chad Thundering 24. But if you don't know about these cards, I believe these were the first Elite Series that they came out with. I could be wrong. But they're numbered to 10,000, which at the time was like absolutely ungodly hard to get. But my dad literally had 2 boxes. I pulled this Puckett out of one and a Griffey out of the other. And I know that Griffey's in a good home. So, just an absolute beautiful card. I love the story behind this card. I love, you know, the whole allure of this. People still chase these. These cards bring big money still. And it's just an absolute beauty. The Elite Series Kirby Puckett. This next card is I've showed it before on here. You guys have seen it, but it's, you know, one of those cards, if you know, you're a modern collector, I think you should have in your collection, graded or not. It's the 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. This one is a 9.5 by BGS. Again, just one of those cards I think everybody should have. Go out and get one. They're cheap. You can get them on eBay for, you know, $8 probably shipped. Not graded, but, you know, the kid right there. One of the best ever. This next one is a chipper. I love these cards to death. This one is the Legacy Collection from 1998 Flair Showcase. Right there, the Legacy Collection. I love the foil. I love the shimmer tiger design that Panini has now copied. Go to hell, Panini. And these were numbered to 100. 58 of 100. Classic cards there. These are like, you know, the Michael Jordan ones of these are absolutely insane. You can't touch them. But the chip one's not too bad, and I'll settle for it. I've got one more of these, but it's not as cool looking. It doesn't have all the shine and stuff, so Legacy Collection chipper. The next 2 are Warren Spahn. Of course, I had to throw a couple of him in there. One of my favorite years is 1962 Topps. I had this same glove that Rawlings, you know, obviously still makes, which I always thought was kind of cool, which is one of the reasons I love this card. I love the Screaming Indian logo on the hat, or on the side of the sleeve there. I love that. Love the wood grain borders. I just love everything about this one. It's PSA 7.5. And the difference in like a 7.5, I think this card would probably run about $100 now, but an 8 would cost you about $400. So I mean, just the difference, you know, in a half a grade in these some of these PSA cards is just huge. But I love the cartoon because it's actually of Warren Spahn. All the players had their like own individual cartoons on the back, which I love. Love the stats, the write-ups. Warren Spahn, 1962 Topps. Then this one is also another favorite of mine, the 64 Topps version, which I have in an 8. It's an absolutely beauty. I love the green. I don't know why. I just like the green, and the card's just a beautiful card. He's showing his fastball there. Sweet looking orange background with full stats. This was the last year in a Braves uniform he had a card. He went and he was a pitching coach for the Mets in '65. So I love that one, and probably hands down my favorite chipper I have. I saw the red version of this card go for like $500 a couple months ago, and so I don't know if I ever have that one. But it's the 1998 Donruss Crusade Chipper Jones. It's the Green Crusade. These are numbered out of 250. These are classic cards. A lot of people try to copy them. Leaf copied them for a little set they did. And then, of course, Panini did their whole Crusade deal. So just an absolute beauty. I love this stuff. It's such a refreshing break from autographs and game used, and I encourage a lot of you guys to get into it. So I look forward to seeing your videos. The prize will be $25 PayPal, or a card of your choice of similar value on eBay. So that's the prize, and I'll probably throw in a couple other stuff, a little bit of stuff for you. I'll random everybody that enters. I'll leave this video up for through the end of next weekend, so this upcoming weekend and the next, and I look forward to your responses. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.